Dun, dun, dun. Why does it say something went wrong? Okay, it's kind of working. Why does it do this to me? Am I actually streaming or not? What if I go... Okay, I can click on it. Okay. That works. Just my own is for some reason not working. What if I reboot it now? Nope. Okay. Well, that sucks. I want to see the chat. Um that sucks. Oh well. Let's get started with the actual games, huh? That's unfortunate. See the chat. This is stupid. This. Yeah, okay. Let's make a lobby for this guy to join. I have a genius idea. Actually, it might not be so genius. Whatever. Did you win your first match? There was no first match. It took forever. Winning this one, right? Yes, we are. Let's get started. We have stage nurse starting and we're starting. Crazy matchup for real. Yeah, not great for him. I'll go with the Lafitte first. He mulliganed, so I don't know what searchers he gonna. Let's get it over with. He sounds like my girlfriend. Just gonna turn off on plays because like I have the Lafitte, so I don't want him to get the value from the searchers. Doc Q is nice to have, especially since I also have Tempest Kuzan Augur. It's like the ultimate KO engine setup. I'll play the Doc. If he plays just the forecast next turn, I can play Augur and kill it, and then I'll be in a really solid spot. I'll eat the swing, like the leader swing will get eaten by the Lafitte. Yeah, so he has his combo. That's unfortunate. Now I just have to heavily hope that it is a Cavendish. Nope, it's Bartolomeo. Shit. That just ongoing immunity is so cancer. I guess I should have played Kuzan, huh? That was stupid. Yeah, that was bad. I guess just play another one, huh? Swarm the field with Lafitte. Keep eating swings. They don't draw me, but it was a sloppy play by me. Another Kuzan. Probably the way to go. Turn of fun plays and I prevented Barto, so that's good. Next turn, I can play my age, but I need to trash something. Kuzan will be the play, so I'll trash the Myra. 2 turns in a row, Kuzan will be nice. And I can't play the 6-cost Kuzan anyways, so that part is pointless. Just swing onto the feet. Yeah. Over various things. Cool. Now what? Now he drops the Cavendish. And now with double Leo or something. Leo and some other shit. I can see it now. Please not Leo. If it's not Leo, then I can be in a decent position grabbing Augur. Yeah. I'll have 2 extra Dawns, so we'll see. Augur, what do we draw? Black Hole. On 9, Black Hole Kuzan will be a good play. Let's take this. We're able to be somewhat efficient. I need to trash whatever I play here, so doesn't matter. Barrier Pistol would bottom deck Augur, so we first shoot and then swing 6 life. I guess we could swing into Barto. But getting him lower, like they're likely to take it, in which case like maybe I should just, you know, swing into Barto to force a card, but I'm fine with him taking the hit. He wants to go lower and eventually it does become a race, so 8 into Augur makes sense. Dead. Maybe another Cavendish? Okay, he kills it, so I guess I don't have that option. He does actually play another Cavendish. Leo is a problem. Leo is a big problem now. God, hate this fucking card. He's in an amazing position. We have a Burgess. Can't, like, doing black holes here onto Leo and Barto would be excessive. Need another Augur? No, I just need to trash something. Removal is inefficient. We just go 5 life again. We bottom deck the Burgess, which is what we were hoping for. Top deck the Burgess, I mean. So that should be able to compensate a bit. Yeah, so now he's gonna start pressuring life. He's in a good board spot, and we don't have that many cards in hand. But we had a lot of life left, so we have a bit of time. Teach is a nice draw. They were bound to be somewhere because I haven't seen a single one. Oh, I did see right at trash one at the start. The double Burgess turn was powerful, but we might go down all the way to 2 life here. Counter is good. Okay, and now what does he do with 6? Did he miscalculate and want to play Sabo? No, he plays 1 cost to use with Leo. Oh right, Rebecca. Oh no, another Rebecca. I thought he would play another 4 cost and attach a Dawn. I guess this way he just has a shit ton of blockers. And I can't get rid of them with Doc. I just have to swing into everything. Teach is probably the way to go. I don't think Tempest Kick is worth it over Black Hole. Yeah, I think we just play Teach here every time. I'll stun Cavendish. I will start with, I guess I'll swing into the, do I stun Rebecca? But if I swing, he can't defend the stuff. He'll counter out with something. I'm fine with him using events to counter out, to be honest. I'll let him use leader ability. Sadly, I won't get the purchases to 10. Yeah, okay, so he uses counter for it anyways. Now we swing into the Cavendish. And then if he dies, we stun the Borto. A bit easier for him to defend, but 2 2Ks is a lot, so I think we're probably just gonna get the Rebecca's out of him here. And then play the 10 cost. Stun Cavendish after all. We still need to turn off on plays. Myra could be good if it lets us find a Kuzan. I don't think I need double black hole as long as Leo is here. 1 negation is enough to go for game. I guess that's something I should keep in mind to just kill him next turn. It's unlikely that he'll have like 2 more Rebeccas to drop. No, it's impossible actually. So if he just plays 1 blocker, okay. Burgess is dead, so game is unlikely. I guess he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, so it's not impossible. Yeah, that one's gone. And he does 7, 8 or something. Do I counter out of the 7k swing? I think I do. And then this swing does nothing. So we have 3 swings. Could go for a game. I guess he has enough events. Does he have enough events in trash? Yeah, he does. So he can do the counter event. All need to go through. So I could do, if I trash my hand, I could get to like 11. I can do like 12, 13, 13 or something. But getting out of like one of the 13 swings, so like 8, 10, he'll make it, he has the stage. Which means we're going for a control turn. We can't kill the Barto with swings, but we can kill Leo, use Black Hole to kill, well, Cavendish, even though it's fun to kill the Leo with the event thingy. Better to go kill Cavendish, he's more of a threat. Then I have the problem of Roger. If I just swing live and he takes them, he goes to 0. I guess I can do 10, 12. Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, 10, 12 is a good idea. I'll give up the, I can play the Myra with Kuzan. Because one option I have is Kuzan Black Hole Myra, right? I grab a Devon probably, I remove the Cavendish, I remove the Leo, and I turn the Searcher into a counter, and then I can deal with these. But, and then, you know, I would swing 5 into Leo and kind of do that. But then he can take both hits and play Roger, and he'll have 3 swings, including the Roger. And I would need to, he can buff up the Lucy, so but he can't buff up the Barto. So I would need to be able to counter a 6k swing. So I don't want to drop the Devon. But countering 6k swing isn't that difficult. I think we can, 10 cost isn't even that insane. If I grab Devon and I clear this stuff as intended, he has 2 swings. He could double attack me. But if I have Teach, I guess I won't rest the Teach and then everything works fine. He double attacks me and then swings with Barto. He won't have as much Dawn left. I'll just grab counter, I think. Alternatively, double Black Hole to clear the board. 2k or Black Hole, both are solid options that I would be happy to take. So if I get rid of all 3, he has 1 swing. If he plays a Rusher, he doesn't have enough Dawn to give himself double attack. So I can clear everything. I have 1 Dawn left to do nothing. I guess I'll just get him into death range. I guess with that assumption, I should have then gone just 11, 12, huh? Is it worth it to put him to 0? 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Yeah, I should have just done 11, 12 first if I was gonna do it. That way he's forced to counter out of one of the swings. Otherwise I go 15 live. He might be able to counter out of that, so maybe not. Anyways, these will be gone. Just win, bro, please. I will, but I'm not a garbage Lucy player, so I need to think. Even if the game is probably won. These are both gone. Teach being rested, like he can kill one. I have a little bit of counter. Not really though. Even if both get killed by Roger, he dies. Yeah. I have one extra Dawn, so. Boop. 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 Pass. What is this game? Where are all the sabos? Well, Sabo doesn't have an on play for him. So it's just kind of an empty turn for him. Yeah, okay. Board score. I won. Sabo is just kind of a dead turn for him if he plays it, because it has no effect. And you know, it's not a horrible turn, but it does nothing to my board, so if I've already set something up, whether it be a removal or just Burgesses, I can deal with it on my turn with something like Augur Black Hole or the Tenka's Teach or something, and it's just very slow for him. Anyways, G-Man, back from college and started playing your exact teacher list and already made 5 people swap. Made 5 people swap to Kobe Green Zoro and inspired someone to build a list. You're the goat. Thanks. What is this game where all the sabos? Yeah, we mentioned that. Sabon plays around. I ate them. He's bricked with sabos then? Yeah, good chance, but we can be careful. He does have the stage to turn bricks into 2Ks. Oh, no, that's for events, but I joined late. If he's smart, he's not picking them on Surge and trashing them if possible. Yeah, probably doesn't have a lot. Super favorite for Teach? Yeah, it is. With Blackbeard, you want to drag it out until you can guarantee a win. I mean, you want to go for the win when you can guarantee the win. If you're in a like more risky situation than I was, like worse, with more problems of dying to Roger, he has a bigger board or something, then you may have to risk going for game even if you don't have guaranteed mathematical lethal. How did you do at the regional? I sadly didn't get tickets. Yo, I just started in OP15 a Black Man because of you. Wonderful, glad to hear it. You said you're German, right? Do you live in Germany? Yeah, I do. Uh, what is the worst matchup in 16? I don't know yet. You're actually the best Blackbeard player. Thanks. Now then, I believe my next match is ready. My opponent is ready. His name is It's Richard. Oh, sadly he already sent me a link. Bro, what do you mean good luck have? He sent me the link, like the lobby code, and then in all caps he wrote good luck have fun with an exclamation mark. How old is this dude? Maybe he's just, you know, he hasn't lost the whimsy in his life. He hasn't lost the happiness. He has the little propeller hat and the big lollipop, and he's just having a good time playing Roger. Which, you know what? Fair enough. Enjoy. I should not have mocked him for his enthusiasm. I misspelled too. Guess we'll just get a Devon in the trash. Our strat is... Oh, we're going first. Okay. Right. On 2 he can't ramp yet, so... We just pass. You watch football and what's your favorite club if you do? I'm guessing you mean like, actual football, so not American football, so soccer as the Americans would call it. In that case, I mean, Germany, I don't follow it very passionately. Um, so, okay, what did you get? Bullet. Get this done. I have nothing to play. That is very bad. I guess it's not horrible, but he'll take the first hit anyways. Do I play the Tempest Kick just to hope to top deck into something? I don't have anything I need to like shoot with it. Think we're faster than that. There we go. I don't get the chance to play the Caribou, but I'll do that later. Yeah, I don't like follow club football actively enough to have very much of a favorite team. So that's one Burgess. Kuzan is nice. I'll grab a second Burgess. And now we start trashing cards to prevent the ramp. But I'll be for Germany in the World Cup. I remember when I was a kid at some point I liked Bremen, but I don't remember why. I've always been a fan of the underdogs. I'm categorically against rooting for the strongest team, especially if they're very dominant. So I would not be a Bayern fan. I'll kill the Shanks, play 5 cost, and pass, I think. We're going for Burgess, and our trash isn't that big yet, so Myra is a nice addition. I guess Caribou is also nice, because I'm thinking of 7 Dawn, right, where I'm going to be playing Kuzan, and having the 1 Dawn Myra there would be nice. At the same time, though, okay, so he won't be at 8 anyway, so he won't swing with Bullet. No Sweden tickets? Nope. Are you from Germany? I'm in Köln, moving to Mannheim next week. Oh yeah, I live near Köln. Well, not quite, but it's like an hour away. Do I take the 5k swing? He actually swings with it, okay. He plays the Bonds, we denied some more ramp. He's gonna have another 6k swing here, so it doesn't really matter whether I counter now or next. I'll just counter the 6k swing with the stronger. I'll swing into Bullet twice. Presumably he lets it go. And then we swip to Burgess, play Kuzan Myra. And then we're in a pretty good spot. Does he dare to defend it fully? I guess it's annoying if he does. No, okay, he doesn't, so he just used a 2k, cool for us. Grab a card, teaches a nice draw. We're on the wrong curve for it, but hey. Do I want to drop the Caribou already? I think I'll have time for it on 9 Dawn and I won't use it right away. Oof, do I take another 10 cost? Is it a bit too slow? It goes in the trash anyways, so... I'll trash this teach. Grab another 6 cost, not bad. And play it. And then I'll trash probably Lafitte. You watch any sport? No? Just like high stakes national stuff. I remember I watched the basketball final a year ago or two, because Germany was in it. That was really close and really hype. Okay, so he has the Bond to swing with, but does he even want to? He can go up to 8, and that's it. And then I'll be able to counter out, and I'll be rid of the Bond clay, so I think it's worth it to take it now. Just, I can't grab Kuzan, because that would be scary, but I guess, okay, so he doesn't swing. Cool. We got the other teach. We'll have to trash one, so that's what we're gonna do. Play the 2 Caribous. And swing. He won't be able to play 10 cost next turn. We use 8, we have 9, so we can start with 6 life, and then we'll go 8-8 and put him down to 2 life ideally. The Caribous hopefully are enough to... Yeah, I mean, obviously they're enough. How's it going, Carl? Hello. How's it going to you too? I think ace may be rough as very high rush swings. No, ace is pretty favored for us, especially now that they don't have red rock. Do you want to mulligan when you don't have full Alette against every deck? No. Stage is usually, Lafitte is usually good enough, especially if you're going first. Lafitte is like ideal. If you only have my era, probably not. Probably mulligan if you don't have my era. Stage is always a keep. Lafitte is usually a keep. More than one my era is a keep. If you're going second and you have my era and a Burgess on 4, also worth it. But yeah. You think I can one-trick green Zorio like you do BB? I'm not going to encourage that sort of degenerate behavior, so no. Of course, I mean actual football. Look, most of my audience is from America, and those people are retarded, so. My Japanese met a local becoming too anti-teach these days. Played 3 Penel, 1 Mihawk. I mean, Mihawk is fine for us, but Penel is a pain in the ass, yeah. Does One Piece TCG count as a sport? No, it does not. Yo, chat, I want to go to my pre-release, but my local game store is making constructed and sealed both 35 euros. Why are they the same price? Yeah, that is weird. I think they just mislabeled it. Only the sealed is 35 euros. At live. I can grab another Burgess, I guess. Or I could grab a 5-cost Kuzan. But the immediate tempo, I think, is high enough. You could have a rusher. Let's grab one card here and see what we get. Next block we do with Kuzan. Wanted to get one card. I have to be careful of Roger if I put him to 0. But okay, Burgess or Kuzan? That's the question. Kuzan gives me the extra card. And Burgess gives me tempo. I guess Burgess lets me like swing into the Gaban and kill it. And I took a card from life, so I should be fine. I can grab the Burgess. I guess one option was to grab Devon for a cheesy finish. I want to just counter, but yeah, okay, he does have character rush. He has no additional rushers, so I'll keep the Caribou and drop the Devon. Next turn I play Teach, trash whatever card I draw. I kill, I guess I swing life first, huh? Won't get to the Teach, but hey. We stun the Zoro, so I guess he's at 7,000, so leader isn't gonna... He's at 7,000, so might as well just kill Bon Clay. I guess I have to... Nah. I'd rather just... Like, Roger won't kill me anyways. I'd rather just kill Gaban. Or eat a bunch of counter, and then still go live. I'm guessing this dies... Like, I'm guessing I get 2 swings through. And 2 cards from hand. Maybe the opposite. Well, not the opposite. But basically, I get 1 swing through and 4 cards from hand. That's the 1 swing. Okay, he had the event, so only 3 cards. Now we pass. The game is over. Do you plan on updating a mono teach list in OP16? Yeah, of course. Under 20 won't get you very far in One Piece. The current mono black list will hardly change at all. Yellow is usually just more expensive. Yeah, true. How is ace favorable? I always play against it and can't win. What is the strat? So that sounds heavily like a skill issue. But yeah, I mean, like ace is like The 6k leader aspect isn't that much of a problem. Like, it's annoying for boards that have like wide boards with small swings, but to a 10k Burgess, it matters little whether you're 5 or 6. He only has 3 life, so he's more vulnerable to just dying to those big swings we have. His big bodies, like his Whitebeard specifically, we can stun with 10 cost, but we can also. Okay, let's get the black hole. Get another black hole. Crash the black hole. Now they're all at 11. And now we kill him. Yeah, GG. Alright, so far so good. The third round, we have yet to lose. Beautiful. Yeah, but so it's like ace, it's like we can stun the Whitebeards later. We can black hole Marco, which gets us a lot of tempo. We have to set up the Burgesses, but there's also situations where we can shoot the 10 cost by using Augur, Tempest Kick, and Black Hole, or even double Augur Black Hole. Which is always funny just for the tempo swing we get. But usually it's just we're able to build up like Burgesses, like 1 or 2, 2 ideally, I guess 3 ideally. But yeah, 2 is like normal. And then throw down a Teach to stun the enemy Whitebeard. And by this point we have like a lot of pressure on his life because those Burgess swings hurt. So at some point he'll go down to 2, maybe 1 life. And then we have, 2 Burgesses and a Teach. We black hole his blockers and then he dies. Roger can be a pain, so we have to be careful, but yeah. Broski just shot the majority of his audience. It is what it is. Did I make changes? Not really. Place a Tempest Kick. Deep. How many rounds? This was the third round, so we're waiting for the fourth one. I just got into this game and you already got me studying decks at 1 a.m., bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. That's what it is. But Teach is a really fun deck and very complicated, and it just, yeah, it requires a lot of knowledge and skill. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. When you're researching something like that, there's a satisfaction and joy to it. So I'm glad you're having that feeling. Hell yeah, I'm on time for stream. I mean, not really. You missed the first 3 rounds, but yeah, nice, well played. Thanks, Markip. Well done. You took all the joy and whimsy out of him now. Yeah, that maybe, but I think if he was truly happy and whimsical, he'll survive that sort of shit. He'll be fine. It's just like a weird satisfaction I have, like building cheap decks. Okay. There are people who think Teach requires no skill. I mean, like, you have to be like either completely brain dead or like be playing yellow and getting Teach and like getting frustrated because he wipes you. And so you're just like emotionally frustrated over. But I guess you're playing yellow, so you're still fully retarded. So yeah, I guess it can be in the various routes it can go. If you think Teach is easy, then you're just retarded. The logic chain is undisputable, really. I don't see anywhere where I might have made a mistake there. So it's a good conclusion to have in mind. Today was hot as a motherfucker. Went on a walk and I regretted it. But at least there was some shade, but still. Like Psycho said, playing Teach is a high skill and very satisfying deck. I don't like playing expensive OP decks like Nami. Yeah, good choice. It's not about the money, but I won 2 locals and made my money back. Nice. Do you have a cheat list, like how to play against a specific enemy? I have many guides on the strongest metas, strongest decks in the meta and how to play against them. You know, Teach is a complex deck, so there's no like insta quick solution to every matchup. I have a cheat list in the sense of when you need to use leader ability and whether you want to go first or second against every leader, and I do have that, and it's on the Discord. Mm, I can't speak English. Do you want to play black, yellow, Teach? How can you not speak English, bro? It's 2000, like we're in, like Germany, bro. Germany is pretty, unless you're from like deep Bayern or something. Anyways, um, ja, ich werde Gelb, Schwarz, Blackbeard spielen. Ich bleibe aber hauptsächlich bei OP9 Mono Teach. Now back to English. I'm building black yellow Teach actually because some of the yellow pieces from the Mori deck and then some Teach from the Mono deck, and I played purple Dofi, which has a similar style. Yeah, it's like a combination of the things you like then, huh? Fancy Munchlax. If we both win the next round, we pair into each other. Again? We had that happen last time, and then you lost. Bro, straight up lost. Where are we? Oh, here. I don't see you on the bracket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna play against 23k Magic or Sugar Free. And if I win that, the person I'm playing against hasn't been decided yet. Not even the person like there's still a long chain left. Where are you? I don't see you on this list. Maybe if I go a step ahead. Okay, there you are. Oh yeah, I see it now. I see it now. So you'll be here. If you win that, you get to that. So we both need to win this game and the next one. You're right. So if we both win our next 2 games, I'll be playing against Fancy Munchlax. It's quite deep into the bracket. And yeah, Fancy Munchlax plays Red Green Luffy, so you know, I hope it comes to that. To be honest, your English is pretty next level even for a German. I mean, yeah, my English is like C2 native tongue. It's better than my German. I'm in the process of building Purple Dofi, actually halfway there, but I'm selling all my promo Namis and release winners so I can do the pre-release for basically free right now. Nice. Where's the Discord link? It's in the pinned comment in every single video I upload. So just go to my channel and click on a random video. You play better when you're recording or not? Because Laura, I can remember this off screen right now. I don't think there's a big difference. Um, Obviously, when I'm recording, I have to I have to also explain everything I'm doing, which of course technically takes away from the focus of purely playing. So that would nerf me a little bit, but at the same time, if I don't record, I'm much more likely to like tab out in between things and look at a video or chat with people on Discord or something. So ideal is if I'm not recording and I'm playing high level ranked and just focusing purely on winning. But still, my performance doesn't go down a lot when playing on recording. Calling Teach an auto win is just salty, yeah. That's how you know people don't know shit about how difficult this deck is actually to pilot. Very true. Did you ever win this tournament? I think I got top 2, um, which is of course a video you can watch. I also got top 4. It's nice because if you get, I think top 4, top 8, you get a free Patreon subscription to them, like for like a month or 2, which is nice because it has nice perks. Booted up a sim game and mulliganed into 4 my eras and a stronger. Nice. Bro's gonna put out a Burgess on 4 Dawn and it's gonna be at like 9k. I haven't changed anything in my deck list. Keine Änderungen im Deck. Top 4 is free Patreon. Yeah, it's nice. Just want my opponents to finish. Top 4 free. I'm saving mine for the summer when I lock in for my 2 regionals and EU finals. Understandable. I didn't know you could like save when you get the cash out for the Patreon subscription. Yeah, 8k Burgess turn 3. Yeah, pretty funny. What's the best thing you've ever won with Blackbeard? I think it was that with Blackbeard. I think it was like a 5 or 6 round local that I won. That was pretty tense. And then like top 4 and top 2 in like 250 player tournament. But I haven't had the chance to go to a lot of regionals, and I can't seem to get tickets for like treasure cups or anything. So yeah, I just haven't had the chance to win a regional. I've been to 2, but now there's 2 more coming up, uh, and I hope that luck will be on my side then. I don't know if you saw the bracket for like Top Cut today in Venice, I believe. It was like 80, like 95% of the decks were Nami and Purple and L. It's just disgusting. 1 Mihawk, like 1 Ace, three Lucy's, I think, and like that's it. I watched the one Ace game because it was being streamed, Ace against Nami, and they went 1-1 in the first 2 games. Uh, and then they had like 10 minutes left for the third one, and Nami just won by default. Because it was impossible for the ace to win, because in 10 minutes it would go into overtime, and so all the Nami had to do was play it slowly, just heal up, and just win, because she will inevitably have more life at the end. Super badly designed bullshit, but hey. A friend of mine actually got top 16, so that's cool, and we were all hyped for him. Why super chats and channel membership not enabled? I haven't gotten around to setting it up, but I guess I could. Anyone got 4 times Caribou? What, do you want me to send them to you per mail? Still going to locals with a playset of him. I'm trolling. Do you mean without a playset? Because not playing him is trolling. Which matchups are most difficult to win? Bro, learn English. But I mean, I guess I'm German, so seems harsh to say. Um, Hardest is Kobe, Calgara. Yeah, that's it. Kobe and Calgara. Blue Purple Sanji was unwinnable when they still had Red Rock after the buffs. There was like a short time frame where they got Stealth Black and like the Reiju or whatever it was. But Red Rock wasn't banned yet, and it was just Mega Cancer. But now it's okay. Still not fun. But I'm Schwersten is Kobe. Gelben Kalgar. Those are the main 2 that are like, something like an L is difficult, and like it feels like more of a problem because there's so many of them. But Purple and L is very, very winnable. Um, Kobe is like, if you're playing against like an okay Kobe and he doesn't like horribly brick while you high roll, you're cooked. Carbu is amazing, no troll at all, like at all. If anything, not running a might be troll. Yeah, exactly. That's hype. You could easily sweep Nami on top. I could. Um, yeah, I'll have 2 chances at some of the upcoming regionals. If any of you there, you know, say hi, etc. Mm. Bro's discriminating against his own people. Where did I do that? Hey, was there any Blackbeard cards in OP16? It's all yellow slob. Sorry. I play Teach in 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'll be back for him in 16. Skip 13, 14, and 15. Well, I look forward to having you on the channel. My first game ever in locals was against Kobe and I won. Nice. I think Bro was just bad then. Probably. Stage, Myra, some ratios of 10 costume, Kuzan blocker, sitting block, trigger, and then rejects. Spielst du gleich nochmal? Yeah, I'll play again. I'm just waiting for my opponent to finish their match. Yeah, basically, just waiting for my opponent to finish. Where are we? Oh, Daisy up against Sogeking. Where am I here on the list? And who am I still waiting for? Here. Yeah, I'm still waiting for 23k Magic and Sugar Free to finish their match. They've been playing for quite a while now, so they should be done soon. 14 Dofi, 15 Penel. A Penel player? Wait, can I kick you from the stream? I can report you and I can block you. Can't I kick you? Wait, come on, there's gotta be a way. Maybe there's like a setting where if somebody says they're an NL player, they just get insta-banned. If I block you, do you get blocked from my channel? I'm not sure. Do you think anybody in the tourneys watches your stream? Well, I mean, for example, Fancy Munchlax is here, and you know, he's in the tournament, he's in the stream. But he did say he would leave the stream if we get matched against each other, and he's a cool dude. So, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I just kind of assume so, because Munchlax is a fantastic Pokemon, and he's a subscriber of mine. So, and I'm sure that like there's some overlap between general, you know, players that play in the tournament and people that would be subscribed to me. I have a good amount of subscribers now, 3,000. That's nice. I'm proud of it. But at the same time, it's still very niche within a niche within a niche. So I don't know how much actual overlap there is. Obviously, if I get into a matchup that's more difficult than Red Green Luffy and they are stream sniping me, I'm in a really shitty spot, right? Like if at least I knew it was happening, then I could, you know, it would be content and you guys could see me rage over it and how bullshit and unfair it is, because it would be. But realistically, I wouldn't know and I would just lose sadly because my opponent just happens to swing for the right amounts. So yeah, I just hope that doesn't happen. How's the game going tonight? We are we won all our games. We are now in the 4th round, waiting for our opponent, who's still fighting their game. What's funny is Teach destroys the new Sengoku as long as they don't use Black Maria, because they can't ramp after going down -8 if you pop later. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new interactions. What's your favorite leader for each color? Black, Teach, yellow, Vegapunk. I don't know. Red. Where's my design? Uh, I made a video on the best designed leaders, so it would be in those. I gotta scratch my head for what I put up top there. I don't have it all in my head. AVP mention. Yeah, Megapunk is a cool deck. Which deck do you think is worth to main OP16? Green Zoro or Black Red Kobe? Bro, do you know who you're talking to? Do you see my channel? Every single content? You should play Teach, bro. Black, mono, teach. That's what you should be playing. Green, Zorro, or... Nah. I can't support Kobe players. Not because I think Kobe's a, like, you know, slop deck. I think Kobe's a fine deck to play. I don't know that many. The one Kobe player I know is just a chill dude, so maybe I'm biased. But I think the deck itself is fine. I think it requires some skill and is different than a lot of other decks. So I think he's like, it's insanely cancerous to play against. It's super strong, but as a deck, I think it's fine. Green Zora is really brain dead, so yeah, I can't recommend either of those with good conscience. Just play Teach. I guess I would prefer you play Zoro over Kobe, but that's only for the sake of me and my fellow Blackbeard enthusiast brothers. That was my first deck, but OPO9 Teach is just boring to me. Right, this dude is getting banned. I had to stop myself from saying slurs at that moment. Being an NL player is one thing, but come on. Let's see here. Alright, I can't see the chat. Maybe that's why I wasn't able to ban. Is it worth it to use Teach's ability on turn 1 against Lucy? I think so, yeah. It's kind of disputed. I don't know, I pronounced that a bit weirdly. Disputed whether or not to, because like of course you got to do it starting at 7 to prevent the Sabo plays. But at like 4, 5, 6, you know, they can play their forecast and a bunch of searchers, so you kind of want to prevent that. Especially if like the forecast they're playing is the Bartolomeo, letting him play that and using it to play 3-cost event like the stairs to draw 2 more cards and then draw a card from lead ability means that, you know, we give them 3 free cards, which is a lot. And on the lower turns, and it's like, well, do we prevent it on 2 or 2 or 3 down then? I would overall say, yeah, we do prevent it. Lowers the consistency of them getting their like Leo, Cavendish, Barto combos, and also discourages them from flooding the board with 1-costs, which they can use with Leo. So if we turn off on plays, they're less likely to play a bunch of 1-costs, and then when they do play Leo and Cavendish or whatever it may be, they don't have 1-costs, and we can use Doc to kill Leo, and then we can shoot the 4-cost with Black Hole or Augur Doc or whatever it may be. Teach was my first deck in One Piece. Not greatest. You need to know what your opponent can do in your order to prevent it. Yeah, I mean, Teach is like your starting deck is rough. Like, it's definitely a bad choice in some regards. I don't think it's a bad choice overall. It's just you have to be, you know, you have to accept that you're gonna lose a lot. Uh, gonna be rough. You just have to be willing to be like, okay, I know I will lose a whole bunch, but I will just go through that and learn. And it forces you to be better at the game, not just the leader. If you play something like, I don't know, Emu or Penal, like they're much less reliant on normal game mechanics since they have so much insane shit. Like Yellow. Yellow is pretty brain dead, so it's not quite a good comparison. But Teach requires very good like fundamentals and a lot of things that would just make you good as a player of any One Piece deck. We have found a match, boys. It has been too long. Finally, we get to continue. Playing Teach as your first deck is definitely a mistake. I started with OP11 Buggy and didn't pick up Teach until OP15 after watching a lot of me over college. Not including Mono Black Teach because I genuinely think it's great, fun, rewarding. I'll greatly recommend, yada yada. Made me the most versed player in locals. I watch a lot of content, so I know nearly every card they mention. Yeah, yeah. Playing Teach just makes you good at the game. You just have to accept that you're gonna lose a lot at the start. If you just, you know, you don't need to like separately always, you know, just be reading through deck lists for 2 hours. You just gotta, whenever you get into a game, look up your opponent leader's deck list. And that will mean that you relatively quickly learn the basics of the list of the most popular deck. And then slowly you also learn the ones of more niche things. So we only have one Myra, no other searchers. We have no 3-Dawn turn play, so definitely gonna mulligan. Okay, this hand is even worse than the other one. Fuck. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. He didn't mulligan, so he has a hand he's content with. We need like a Lafitte or stage. We need a searcher, let's be real. So he plays the Leo. I don't have Doc. Tempest Kick. Give me something. Lafitte. Okay. I had to waste a Tempest Kick, but it's worth it. Now I think we have to play stage, but we have nothing on 5. We do have Black Hole, but I can't use Black Hole because he has Leo. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks so much. The fact that they started playing Bartolomeo is such a pain in the ass. Because when it was just Cavendish, we could leave the 4-Dawn turn, they just play Cavendish. Now we kind of have to turn off on plays anyways, because if we don't and they play Cavendish, they can get a whole lot of value. It's round 5 now, and my opponent is still in the middle of round 3. Oof. I guess enjoy the stream, listen to some music. I don't know. Oh my god, he has the event to draw. What? Okay. Okay. I'll take that deal. Yeah, so this is why it's like nice to prevent searches, right? Because if like this was a Viola or Rebecca instead of like Leo, then he would have looked through 6 cards and found a 4 cost, and then guaranteed he would have had a much better, turn now. So denying the searchers leads to that as well. Yeah, looks like I guess we'll play Burgess if we find him. I could double dock. Get rid of both 1 costs. It's kind of, playing 2 though. He doesn't have like 4 costs to play anyways. Guess I can play Lafitte. He has to arrest cause if I play another dock and he just ignores them, then I use 2 cards and I have these 2 dead dock queues on the field. Which kinda sucks. That's like all my black hole. I guess I got 2 Myra triggers. And I don't have a Burgess, but we took 1 hit. I could give a black hole. I could also keep it if I kill Leo here. Guess I have to give up the stronger. All these 3 cards are nice. Super sad I sold all my teach cards. What? Will I want to learn this matchup? Well, convenient for you. Bad hand was bad surge, yikes. Yeah, but now we have stabilized. Fancy Magic says, won my game. Hell yeah. Been farming free matchups. 4 yellow decks for me so far. Fuck 'em up, dude. Koala yellow Luffy, blue yellow Nami, yellow Luffy. Nice. So free. Hope I don't pair with you. Kill my run before top 4. I'm sorry. If I win this and the next, then you will simply have to be a necessary sacrifice. Is the 6 cost event viable? No, it is not. It was viable for like one patch, one set for a little bit, with green purple Luffy being very dominant and them buffing their Sanji puddings up to 7, and then Liberation would kill them and like a Zoro, but aside from that, no. I'm the highest losing streak Blackbeard player. Don't underestimate the losing streaks of early Blackbeard players. We've had like people on the server who went like 18 losses out of 20 games or something. Sorry, little one. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I still think about that second place to Emu with the awful hand. It hurts. Does he actually kill the Lafitte with Leo? Do it. Do it. He does. Okay. I don't get to pressure his life, but I'm glad to be rid of this little cunt. I can't play. Oh, he blocks it. Okay. I don't have a Burgess yet, so we are taking him. I'll dock Q, kill the Leo, and just play Kuzan. Do I turn it straight into Burgess? Probably not. I have no Augur. I might find one. So if I leave it as Kuzan and he plays Sabo next turn, I could turn it into Augur and I could turn it into Augur and actually just shoot the Sabo. Even better, I get another, like I get two Augurs, but that's kind of impossible. It's actually not. I need to draw an Augur, then I can trash him with Stage and find another one. And then I turn this one into Augur, play an Augur naturally, and then just kill the Sabo with Dock Q, which would be hilarious. I had to use Tempest Kick, so I only have one left in my deck, but I could draw that, and that would also work. I was playing Sim around 2 billion bounty, and someone was playing it. Oh, Black Hole Liberation. Yeah, people throw in little little texts. Because we have so many searchers, and because we can we need to trash a lot of cards from our hand constantly. Having like bad cards doesn't. We might not notice it as quickly because we're just like, I don't use it this round, so I'll just trash it. And then you might not play the card for 20 games, but still don't notice that it's fucking useless because you just kept trashing it and didn't notice that it was a problem. So, he does play the Sabo. Just please top deck Tempest Kick. Okay, no, just Augur then. I can't kill it with Dog. So, little problem here. If I don't find Augur, then I can't use Black Hole to shoot Sabo. Which means then the best play would be to play two Burgesses from hand. But if I need to trash something for stage, and Burgess is the obvious option, because I don't want to drop a Caribou, because I actually have enough Dawn to just play him. But if I don't find an Augur in this Surge, then after trashing Burgess, I'll have like 4 extra Dawn. Kuzan will also draw something though. I could draw another Kuzan. I could draw another Burgess. Can't draw another Devon. I have a lot of things I could draw, so it should be fine. Yeah, I'll just probably go for the Burgess then. My plan didn't work out, but I guess this is even better, huh? Kinda has to block this, but it makes no difference. Like, he should block this, because if I, like, have Augur and then I shoot him. But I don't have Augur, so I guess. Well, if I did, I would still do this, right? And then shoot the Sabo. But him seeing that I picked Burgess and, trashed it, he could guess that I don't have Augur. But if I did, I would still play it like this, so he doesn't know for sure. It makes no difference in the grand scheme of things, because I'm not gonna swing. It's gonna be another 5k swing, right? Because I want to use the 1 Dawn to play Caribou. Nice. That was the ideal hope. Top decking Kuzan. I guess Augur would have still been better, and I would just play Augur Black Hole. That would be the strongest play. The fact that we didn't find Augur is quite sad. Because if we had, like, we would be in an amazing spot. Sabo would be dead, and we'd have two things on board. It would be perfect. He takes the hit. Okay. I'll just play 3 Burgesses. There's the Tempest Kick, damn. I didn't have enough. Like, I played Burgess instantly, but I guess I could have waited. Like, after activating Kuzan draw, I only had 4 Dawn left, so I couldn't do Tempest Kick Black Hole. On the bright side, this does look scary. On the bright side, I do have it as an option now for next turn. To just kill him for 5 Dawn. Kill one of the Sabos. Lucy has like 4 character cards in his deck and is still lower on time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has the 4 Sabos and then he has the Cavendishes and Bartholomeos. Okay, so he goes with Fire Fist. This Burgess will be crippled for a while, but it doesn't get KO'd, so. Wait, what? Buff Lucy. Grant Burgess minus 8,000. Fire Fist. Oh, okay. Okay, that was like, what did he get? But yeah, okay. The card just didn't go in the trash yet. He tried to KO my Burgess, except Burgess can't be KO'd by effect. So, you know, nice waste of a card, nice waste of a turn, because like it just reducing the Burgess, like it goes into my turn as well with the 7-cost Fire Fist, so he's weak and I can't swing with him. But it is a temporary problem, and I'm not close enough to death where it fucks me over. So options are Tempest Kick Black Hole or just Teach, and I'm gonna go with Teach. We're gonna trash a Tempest Kick, grab some counter, and then we will beat him in. We're out of Roger range, like we have too much HP, so even if he ends up going to 0, we're not dead. And now we turn off on. I want to keep 1 black hole, so I need to drop a counter, sadly. I'll drop this. Now we have 4 12k swings on board, plus 10 Dawn next turn. He has 0 life. He is so dead. There's nothing that can save him. 3 Burgesses. Bro can't read? No, he can't. He's a Lucy player. I guess Lucy isn't as bad as some other things. When there's yellow around and Penel, I shouldn't be too mean to Lucy. But it has so much disgusting card draw that it's hard to really respect it. Yeah, he's pondering how fucked he is. He's like, how can I get out of this? There is no move. If he plays another blocker, he has 2 blockers, and I can still just overrun him. If he, yeah, okay. There is nothing. If he plays like Roger, he can kill a Burgess. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a, yeah, it would, no, 13 into 10. I could get it out. So yeah, actually no, nothing of mine dies. I just have to, like, if he plays Roger, I just have to make sure to not block. So maybe his best bet would have been to just play Roger, swing into Burgess, and hope I block on accident. Or because I'm not paying attention. If he plays like a bunch of Rebeccas, that would be annoying, but it's not enough. And he already played 2. Like if he played like 2 Rebeccas, gave them both blocker, he has 6 Dawn left, with which he can. Is there something else he can play? He's just fucked. Like, Give it up. I really want to tell him just hurry the fuck up, but I've already won. No need to rub it in. He is so cooked. Yeah, he is absolutely fucked. There's something that can save him. You lose internet. That's a fair point. I have epilepsy, so I could have a seizure and just lose on timeout. Okay, there's no reason not to block, right? No Roger, anything. Cool. Surprise, surprise. We win. All right. That means we are 4-0. So we can scroll. There's not that many people left. There we are. Okay, so I will be up against Golix. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's gonna be a while. So basically, there is a dude called Golix, and he is waiting in the match, before mine. But his opponent hasn't been decided yet. So Shady Off or Xavus are playing, and the winner of those will play against Golix, and the winner of that will play against me. Which means the game that decides who'll play against me hasn't started yet. So depending on how long that game takes, I'll have to wait for like 20 minutes. Sub. Yo. The worst is when they stall like this and you see their hand and it's like 3k counter total. Yeah, there was no out. 4-0 flawless victory. Exactly. Any tips for new Blackbeard players trying him at locals next week? Look up your opponent's deck lists. Just like, you get matched against Ace and you just look up Ace OP15 deck list and just to get a general glimpse. Grab my cheat sheet on Discord just to see when you have to do leader ability against each leader. Take your time. Like there's a couple always of like important moments, and you don't even always know that this is the important moment, but there's only a couple important moments where the decision matters a lot, and take your time in those moments. You've got 30 minutes total. In a deciding moment, don't feel guilty about just thinking for 3 minutes. Do a reaction stream while we wait. Bro, what am I gonna react to? I mean, there's a lot of stuff I would love to do reaction content to, but it just feels like so cheap, you know? Like, it is like the lowest form of content. No, I'm wrong. That is not the lowest form of content. The lowest form of content is compilations of reaction videos. That is like the peak garbage. Like reaction videos are already pretty low effort. Like you contribute nothing, you didn't make this thing. The amazingness comes from whoever it is that made something that is worth watching or looking at. And yeah, it takes zero effort. You're just doing something as you normally would. Like maybe even worse if you're like intentionally exaggerating reactions. Uh, yeah. And like I must admit, that sort of thing is fun to watch sometimes. Okay, I admit when you really love something and you you watch some One Piece and you just like the scene was just so awesome and like you just experienced such hype and sadness and you just wanna see other people have that look at that same thing and want to see them react similarly. It's like showing your friend things except they're not your friend. Uh, but actually doing it as content. Don't pop Kuzan immediately unless they're a purple deck. Why a purple deck? Oh, I guess because they all started running Mamaragan now, huh? It's not just the NL. You watching the Teach player recently was super good. I didn't get. Oh no, I did. I did video. I watched the streamed game on that was played, and I tore him apart for throwing the game. Although the Lucy player also threw the game like twice, but he didn't get punished for it. Not because Teach didn't like find the mistake and like punish it, but just because he didn't draw the right card. But like Lucy had a guaranteed win, but twice through the game, like to the Teach, and if Teach had drawn the right card, and he had stage, so if he had searched and hit the right card, Teach would have won. So Lucy deserved to lose, but Teach also deserved to lose because he made like two big mistakes. Uh, One was like when he's doing the dog setup to kill all the one costs, he didn't use the second dog, and that delay made him lose his board, and he used way too many cards. Uh, and then like the biggest one was he played a 5-cost Kuzan to grab Augur, but he wasn't gonna shoot anything that turn, but he still turned it into Augur. And then it just got bottom decked by Barrier Pistol because of course it does. If he had kept it as a Kuzan, a 5-cost Kuzan, it couldn't have gotten bottom decked, and then next turn you can get a lot of tempo out of it. React to Green Zoro gameplay, bro. What reaction am I supposed to be looking at, bro? What happens there? Do you collect OPTCG? I collect? No, no. I'm not 100% sure what you mean. Like I don't buy packs. I always just like all the cards I draw are from participation packs. So I usually get the most packs when I'm participating in sealed tournaments, because then you actually get a whole bunch of packs. I got I drew a manga law from a regional participation pack, and I hadn't opened it. So I was just like, the region was finished, and since it was like near where our local store is, like not super near, but like within like half an hour, so like everybody went there, whoever got tickets to the regionals. And then at the end when we were leaving and just opening packs, and it's like, oh, got a manga law. And so I was the true winner. But I don't like collect them for the sake of it. I finally like upgraded my Teach like bling, so I have some nice alt arts. But I have cards to play them and to flex with my winner cards. But I have cards to play them, so if I'm not playing a card, then I'm not gonna buy it. I'll probably give it away or sell it. Was good, Carl. Hey, Keeper. No, Peepers. What's up? Epsilon, Rect a blue purple Sanji gameplay. Bro. I made a blue purple Sanji matchup guide. I hope you've seen it. So you know what my attitude towards that fucking deck is. Rector Rosinante gameplay? I mean, that could be cool. He's much more of a real leader than the other two things mentioned there. Kannst du aus deinem Deck ein Bild machen, was für Altards du spielst? Yeah, I can take a picture of my deck to show my altards. I am currently working on a video where where in like a local store versus local store, one of the people in the other locals is actually like a subscriber and a fan of like my content. So we played a mirror teach mirror matchup against each other. So I will upload that, and there you can see the various alt arts I'm using in my deck. Will be the first like actual like real life gameplay upload. It's just that it's a pain in the ass to record. We do have like some and my battery dies quickly because yeah. And then also like after they're recorded, they're massive, like 20-30 gigabytes or something. And then transferring that to my PC and then editing, and it just takes forever. Do I hate Upi Sanji? Yeah, bro, the deck is so, like, it just raped us, like, so hard. There was nothing we could do. I'm so glad Red Rock rotated out. Been watching Blue Sanji gameplay to help fall asleep. Out cold by turn 3. Oh, that's understandable. Just watch, like, Green Zoro teach. Green Zoro gameplay. And you just, like, it's hypnotizing, because every, like, turn every action he does is like the same thing. It's like a circle spinning in the leader getting rested and active again, and it just slowly leads you to sleep. Manga teach, gold teach? No, no, no. Just like the promo teach leader. It's like $60 or something. For the leader, and then I just have the classic altards. I really like the normal altards for both Kuzan and Teach. The Kuzan altard, just the V2, is so sick. Like it is so badass. It is definitely one of the best altards in the game. Absolutely insane. Do you participate in pre-releases? Oh right, sorry, I missed that part. I do. I love pre-releases. Um, it's like its own type of skill, being able to improvise with the cards you're given, and also understanding that it's a different thing from constructed, and understanding what is different and how that influences what cards you should take, and also very much how you need to play once you're in game is a fun skill set, and I love that sort of thing. So yeah, I am a passionate sealed enthusiast pre-release events. I even made a little guide, just as a you know if you're heading into pre-release and you have like 10 minutes at home, you're like, I think I'm gonna get folded. Check out the guide. It's like 5 minutes long, and we'll set you up with everything you need to know. I guess for like the 16, I could record deck building or something. I don't want to record all the matches. It would be a pain, and then the person I'm playing against has to be fine with it, and yada yada yada. I'm considering the SP Kuzan Altard. Yeah, that one is cool too. Uh, I think like if the normal one didn't exist, I would go for that. But I think for one that the normal one is cooler. Uh, even if any Kuzan art will innately be cool. Mm, but it's like the SP is a lot more expensive, and it by no means is better or so much better that it would justify getting it instead. Second anniversary teach. It's like 80 to 85 now. Yeah, just get it. Since it's a leader, you only need one. Rainbow Luffy OP16 pre-release event. Yes. So happy I bought it for 40. I low-key think I better, bro. You need to fix your your grammar, uh, or maybe just your like spelling. Are you maybe drunk? You wrote I loc like LOWK. Think I better, think I better in those than constructed with than spelled wrong. Spell it with an E instead of an A. Constructed and then just I at the end of the sentence. Not sure what that's doing there, but hey. But yeah, maybe you're better in those than you are in constructed, at least relatively. There's so many sick Kuzan altards. Isn't there like two? And they're both oh, or do you mean like also like non OP10 altards from other colors and stuff? Maybe. I don't have any in mind. Last pre-release, my opponent had me with a 15k unblockable, but he first swang with Sabo, and I blocked with Usopp and rested his leader. That's rough, bro. Some people are stupid. Do you have a guide for 16? I think it's like in a week. It is not in a week. Um, it's still a while. It's not far, but I'm not gonna have a guide for something that's not out yet, because the thing needs to start, and then I need to play it and think about it and get a grasp of the meta, and like I'm not slop content, so I don't just give my first thoughts on like the card that I read and present it as like a great guide. So I need to actually learn the cards, look at the meta, play it, see what's going on, analyze it, and then I can make a guide for OP16. What channel in the Discord is your sealed guide? And just go on YouTube, you'll find it. It's in my guides on YouTube. In Korea, the SP isn't too much more expensive. Oh, okay. Oh, you're getting OP13 end of June, right? You guys are like way behind. That's weird. But sure. Yeah, Emu's of course rough. I like the regular altered leader more. Nah, I don't like the just big faces. The anniversary ones are nice, but the backgrounds are so dark I can't see a thing. Yeah, I wish that the background was more clear because the art itself looks dope. It was better. It would be even better if it was like more highlighted. Last pre-release, my opponent played Holly, Fusa, and double attack unblockable, swung with leader from turn 3 to kill me. Dude, like last pre-release was like the Holly Fusa pre-release. They're both like uncommons or commons. Uh, so it was just like they made your leader into a 2K because they buff. For those who don't know, Holly and Fusa are the NL cards, the 3-cost dog and the 3-cost bird, and both of them have the effect that they buff all like Holly characters and Ohm characters to 6,000 during the enemy turn. But your leader counts as any name, including that. So those 3 costs turned your leader into a 6K, and they also the dog gives him double attack, and the Fusa gives him unblockable. So if you played a single of these 3 costs, like the Holly, let's say, your leader would be for the rest of the game a 6K leader and have double attack or unblockable. And so if you drew those like in the packs, you were just like gonna be insane. And it was pretty likely because they were just like uncommons. Uh, and there were other good cards, but those were just like insane. And if you had them and your opponent didn't, especially if you had multiple, like they were just cooked. It was GG. It was a really broken interaction that they could buff your leader up because it doesn't specify like only buffing character cards. It just specifies anything with that name, and your leader as Rainbow Luffy obviously includes that. It went to the point where I legit petitioned in the to the Lowe's chat that we banned them, um, but people disagreed before like the locals, and then the seals actually happened, and they were like, "Damn, maybe he was right," and I was. Spielst du nochmal? Yeah, I will play again. It's just based on how the bracket went, um, waiting for a game to finish. Like I finished my match, and the match before, basically like the match hadn't even started yet for the person I was waiting on. So now it seems like they've started a while back, I'm guessing. So from now it could be anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes, I think. More like 5 and 20 minutes, depending how long we've talked. Korea is doing one set per month, but 29 is getting its own month. Why would ST29 be getting its own month? I mean, it's a cancer deck, but oh well. I had a run-in and pre-release with Holly, Fusa, 7-cost Zoro, Zeph, and Smoker and Tashigi all in one deck. That's rough. That's rough. I topped one, I think. Finding your channel on my recommendation page after starting One Piece DG with Blackbeard, such a miracle and kept me going. Hey, you're welcome, bro. I'm glad I had that positive impact. Yo, hey Shiro. Just bought regionals and Treasure Cup for August. Fully planning on running Teach depending on how he's doing into OP16 meta. Yeah, I look forward to it. I also have 2 tickets for OP16, so I'm really I'm looking forward to it. Getting into the OP16 meta. I also hope he's gonna be good. I hope he's gonna have some nice matchups and nothing too bad. Uh, yeah, I much prefer like pretty even matchups than like some that are insta win and some that are like insta loss. Gives us like the chance to use skill expression to win. 29 has to be one of the worst designed leaders. Yeah, I highly recommend my video about the 10 worst designed leaders, and he's on there. Up to you to find out where on the list he is. Boa and 29 nonstop in locals might kill me. I mean, if you play Teach, you will fuck them. Like, Teach crushes those decks. Not Boa, she's a bit more annoying, but Boa is still like 60-70% win rate for Teach. You can fuck him up. Does Rainbow Luffy count as any character if it has a power requirement after it? Like if it said there needs to be a 10k character on the field. No, because he doesn't count as a character. He just has all the names and attributes, but he's not a character. I see some Teach players run 7 cost Blackbeard. Good card or not? It's a fine card. Uh, yeah, I think in just the current meta, like there's no great targets and it's just too slow. That's most of what it is. Like A 7 cost break is tough. Because 7 cost means you're always competing with 6 cost Kuzan and 5 cost Kuzan, which are just going to be great plays. And the 7 cost Teach, like, if you don't already have an Augur set up, then you can't really shoot anything that important. There's not a lot of 3 costs. Anel isn't playing Holly anymore, so mostly you'd be shooting 1 cost, and if you would play 7 costs to shoot a 1 cost, you might as well just play fucking Doc Q, who costs 2 Dawn. So it's not bad if you have it as like a one of, and maybe in some scenarios he can be a good engine with Augur, but I wouldn't. It's not gonna fuck up your deck by no means. It's fine if you like played that instead of Tempest Kick or something, but I wouldn't recommend it actively. I look forward to kind of like I haven't done that much with the OP16 meta, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. Figuring out the matchups, cooking up the new deck list. It's gonna be a good time. Fucking around a bit with OP16 Teach as well, the black-yellow one. Will be fun, but I'm mostly looking forward to it in the form of OP09 Teach. Figuring out the Teach versus Teach matchup is also going to be great. Let's see. Has our opponent finished their match? If I win this one and Munchlax kept winning, I'll be up against Red-Green next. Well, let's first focus on actually winning this next match. Okay, so they aren't done yet. They aren't done yet. A lot of strong on plays this set. This set being 15 or 16? This set would be 15, but we were just talking about 16, so I don't know. What do we do about Mihawk? Annoying as color? Yeah, Mihawk is annoying. Yeah, Mihawk is annoying. Generally, they're not playing Shanks as much anymore, the 7 cost, which is great because that card is really fucking cancer. Usually we just try to remove what we can. The Burgesses get big, and it's annoying because he can freeze them, but at the same time, he can't really kill them, which means that, and so he doesn't have that much aggro, which means that he uses his stuns, but the bird, like, it's just stalling, right? So if he has, you know, 2 stuns or 1, then it just comes back anyways, and then they're there again. I'm curious, is Black Yellow Teach player if Black Yellow Teach players will end up running any of the promo Teach? Maybe. People dream of the promo Teach and they're like, maybe with the Black Yellow one we can be safe enough. I paired into Emu and lost dice. Oof. I pray I win for you. Win. Do it. I don't want to play against Emu. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, fancy Munchlax against Alton. I believe in you, bro. You've got this. With Bandai's new wave making buffs by making a stronger version of old cards, an upgraded 7 cost Teach would be pretty cool. 7 cost Teach is a good card. I don't think there's a way to upgrade it. Like, it shoots 3 cost as a 7 cost every turn, and on KO it gives you any card from your trash that you want. That's pretty nice. It has 8k attack, which is fine. I don't see a way to buff it without breaking it. Bringing it to KOing 4 costs would be too heavy, I think. It already has like the best KO effect you could ask for. And the attack is fine. Guess if you lowered the cost to 6, that would be nice, but it's just, it's good when the meta gives you time for that sort of thing. When you need to kill 9 costs. Like, it was really good when we were playing in OP like 11, when blue purple Luffy was terrorizing everything. Because then we could use it and cost reduction to shoot 9 costs every turn. And then it was really strong. It's just not the right moment for it, you know? Mm. Is Zoro just a GG matchup without Vortex? I feel like even if they just swing, swing, swing to life, there's nothing Teach can do. Blockers are ignored once per turn anyways. Yeah, so without Vortex, the match against Green Zoro is definitely more difficult. But depending on what he finds, like whether or not he finds stuff like Deadman's Game, we can also set up, like, start setting pressure on him. We do have the Burgesses, and we also have Devon as an important tool to be able to, quickly close out the game. We can't block like once per turn, but we can block, save up the blockers and then block twice in one turn. And we have good chances, but obviously a lot less. Like, it's unfavored, but if we have Vortex, it's very favored, so they're not that common, but if they get more common, then we'll just start throwing in Vortex and we'll be fine. Hi, how's it going? Quite well. We are in round 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're in round 5, so 4-0, and so we're waiting for our next opponent, who's taking their goddamn time, but it is what it is. Simultaneously, we're praying that our friend Fancy Munchlax wins his game, because if he does, well, then of course, good for our friend. And 2, he's playing Red Green Luffy, and we'll get matched against him next. If he loses, we'll get matched up against Emu. So it is obvious which of those scenarios we would prefer. Well, don't want to put the cart before the horse, so let's win this next round first. I should slot in 1 black Vortex to instantly kill my local Brook player. True. But I mean, to be fair, you just, you fuck Brook anyways, right? So are you in the semifinals? I don't know, actually. I didn't, I gotta check the bracket into how far it goes. Okay, so this is the final. Match 255 is the final one. So I'm at 247, so I need to win 1, 2, 3, 4 games. So if I win this one, I'm in the quarterfinals. So after I win this one, I'll be in the quarterfinals. And if you know how those things are set up, then you'll know that after I win the quarterfinals, I'm in the semifinals. So 2 away from the semifinals. You beat Brook anyways, but think of the funny. That's true. Killing Brook with Vortex, it's like killing, like, back when Blue Nami was still a thing. Killing, like, her using 10 cost Teach to negate her leader ability during your turn, and then making her deck out during your turn. Also hilarious. Have you slotted in Black Vortex, or is Joe doing too much Vortex propaganda? I haven't slotted it in. I haven't gotten the chance to try it, but it sounds like we talked a bit, and it sounds reasonable. Obviously, we considered Black Hole before, but it sounds worth trying, like, as a one-of, and sometimes being able to get the value out of it, right? We have the continuing problem that we rarely just have 2 Dawn left, but we do sometimes. And it, obviously is great counter, but also it is, amazing in some situations. If you have something like Roger, as I'm thinking about it, I'll definitely try it. Having Vortex in your deck, well, this is more about, generally Teach players running it, but Teach running Vortex means that you can leave 2 Dawn open as a bluff and force your opponent to play differently. And those bluffs don't work if your opponent knows you don't play Ground Death, he knows you don't play Vortex. So keeping it as a 1-of could be a good idea. Generally though, it'll be a break, but we'll see. What's our percentage against red-black Kobe and red-yellow Sabo? I feel like those matchups are tough. We get raped by Kobe and we are very good against Sabo. Like, we don't fuck Sabo as badly as Kobe fucks us, but still like 60-70%. Sabo is really nice. Like, we get the Burgesses, we can black hole some of his stuff if we really want to kill it. And then with 10 cost, we put his leader back to 5k and we just kill him. Won my first game at locals today against Penel with a black vortex on 8 Dawn. Nice. Always nice to win against Penel. But can these fuckers hurry up? Come on, dude. Obviously, my personality is just great to be with, but I still feel bad for you guys for having to wait so long for the matches. I guess it's the result of me just winning so quickly, you know? I'm just so good that my matches end quicker, even though I'm playing Teach. And other inferior players are playing some longer rounds, so for them, they have their 30-minute match after I have my 10-minute match, and then I get to chat with you fuckers for 20 minutes. But at least there's enough of you, where there's enough conversation to still have a good time, you know? I simply think faster than others. I do. With Teach, like, you need to do a lot more thinking, but after playing, a whole bunch of Teach, and also thinking about the thinking you are doing, a lot of the thought processes get easier and don't need much thinking. Because you know the specific combos. You don't have to come up with the combo mid-game. You know the combo. You've done it. So uh, weighing the options is easier, and you can spend your time thinking on things that actually require more attention that can't be pre-prepared, you know? I forgot red-black Sabo. Oh, wait, red-yellow Sabo is what you said. Okay, I don't remember that. Never mind then. Who the fuck plays red-yellow Sabo? But I meant red-black Sabo. In what I said about us beating him. How do you think the OP16 buggy matchup with me? I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I'll play OP15 until the very end, and then enjoy OP16 as it comes out. I'm so glad they're bringing the releases closer to one another with, like, East and West, because it was just so stupid that, like, people would, like, look at the meta of the East, and they would look at the decks people were playing and the deck lists and the reveals and the tournaments, and they would be looking at, like, I don't know, let's say OP13 or whatever, uh, while their OP12 had, like, barely started. And they were just, focusing fully on that, looking at the cards, maybe like experimenting in a different format if they were able to, and wanting like the content creators to do the same. And then they would get into OP13 on their server on the West then, and they'd be bored of it in like 1 week. And it's like, damn, already bored with it. Where's the OP14 content? Like, you're bored with it because you just went straight to the next one, bro. Just enjoy and play the set you're in. And yeah, the shitty cycle where they would just get bored of the current set because they'd been looking at the current set like 2 months too early. So I'm glad that finally Bandai shifted them closer and closer until we have identical lineups. But even then, once card reveals are out, people like to look at them, which is fine. But it was just more annoying then. There's a guy at my locals who's trying to die on the hill that Nami is a skill deck. He'll sit on his turn for like 2 minutes. He got really mad when I gave my friend a fist bump after I paid him. Uh, that's funny. Yellow players being like, I had to think when I played, I know I had 0 life, and I was gonna die, but then for 10 Dawn, I played 2 blockers and healed back to 2 life. And then after you tried to go into my life, I was a 7k leader, and then I got a trigger that stunned your body and another trigger that gave me an active blocker. But like, trust me, bro, it's a skill deck. Dut, dut, dut. Red yellow sabo ain't even that bad with the new yellow slab. I haven't paid much attention to it. Imagine all the new OP16 content. OP16 will have lots of content, I'm sure of it. Just, as sets do. I I look forward to it. Mhm. I think I'll do something like last set I did like a little reaction thing, just reading through the cards that came out. Because I have only seen a couple of the cards. Like I know the teach cards for black yellow, for example. But hey, mm, I think I might do something like playing the black yellow teach. Like I haven't played it at all, like on the sim or something. Mm, so I might do something like just streaming. Just maybe I'll like make a new account or something and just play Black Yellow Teach from nothing without like any practice or anything and see how high we can climb. I'm tired of the genre of OPTCG slop where it's a YouTuber records his first 3 unranked games with half finished OP16 deck and titles it, "Is this the new best deck in format?" Agreed, bro. It's such cancer. I hate clickbait. It pisses me off. Um, like I'm annoyed when like if you can back up your clickbait, it still annoys me, right? It still annoys me. Uh, if it's fully justified, then fuck it. Like I'm a content creator, so I know I have to try to think about what thumbnail and name I'm going to give something so it gets views. The quality of the video is the same, and I don't want to lie, but I do need to find the right wording that will get people to click on the video, right? Because people are stupid. You are all stupid. I'm stupid. Our mind is so subjective and is so easily swayed by stupid things. So even if you consciously know that this is dumbass, like low effort clickbait, you might still very well click on it and just not notice other stuff. So it's a tragedy that we're so easily susceptible to that sort of shit. So for me, gotta find the right balance. I tend to be just very objectively descriptive, but still try to make it interesting and also just rely on the fact that you guys know what it is and hopefully you enjoy it, right? I've noticed content creators in the One Piece space are quite small though, even though it's a very popular TCG. I must admit I don't have a reference point compared to the other TCGs. It's relatively new. Obviously there's no one quite as good as me. I think like Kai is the biggest one. He's only like, I don't know how many subscribers he has, 25,000 or something? No clue. I forgot. Um, but yeah, like considering like he's like the biggest YouTuber on the One Piece TCG by far, I think it's quite small. You'd expect hundreds of thousands, but no. Obviously, I would also love to just have more subscribers and more views, but it is what it is. I guess I can hope that the TCG grows or otherwise gains attention, so more people check out my stuff. What leader do you like to play the most besides Blackbeard? I don't play anything else. Blackbeard is king. When I started, I played Bello Betty for a couple weeks, and then I played Dofi for a couple weeks when it came out, and then I had Teach, and then ever since I got Teach, I played Vegapunk for a bit because it was fun, but not very long, and as like a side deck, and the same for Lim. Uh, but yeah, like ever since I started playing Teach in like OP10, or was it already OP09? And definitely anything after OP11, I've just been playing Teach, Teach, Teach. He is the most fun deck. I don't get bored of Teach. I don't need like a bit of variation. I don't need the diversity. I just enjoy Teach. What did you play before Blackbeard? Yeah, okay, I just listed that. Played red, yellow, Sabo, and locals finals, went to overtime. Judge gave him the win instead of 3 turns. Yeah, I mean time red. I had a real chance. 2 12k Teach swings. Oh, you played against him, okay. 6 ton open. He had 1 blocker, 3 life, I had 2 life. Yeah, you just gotta start swinging earlier. Like swing, swing, swing. When you know it's gonna be an overtime type game, just throw, so to speak. Do swings that would otherwise lose you the game because you rest all your blockers and don't play anything and don't kill your opponent, but it doesn't matter if the time runs out. A side series climbing with a new leader could be fun to watch. After all, Teach won't stick around forever. Yeah, fortunately, he's still sticking around for like almost 2 years, so gonna gonna be nice. Of course, if I think of like, super long term of the channel, I don't plan to like suddenly just drop the channel once Teach rotates out, even if it's far away. Um, when you build something like this, and I put God knows how many hours of efforts into the guides and the gameplay and the designs and uh, all the setup and just engaging with your people and the Discord community and the very odd position I have in this very odd aspect of my life where within a niche within a niche within a niche I am number one, right? Of something small, but I'm still number one. And that's a very fun feeling. And it also just means I don't want to give that up in 2 years, right? So I gotta obviously diversify at some point, which I've done a little bit with little videos of other things here and there, but difficult to uh, difficult to predict exactly. Hopefully, like they brought out Black Yellow Teach, a new Teach leader, like, and are like, oh, you're gonna switch to Black Yellow Teach? Like, no, I'm not. Black Yellow Teach is nowhere near as good of a deck when it comes to design and fun as Mono teaches. So maybe as it gets closer to Teach rotating out, we'll get a new Blackbeard type pirate leader that's not Teach, but like Augur or something. Um, and cards. But the problem is like the rest of the cards will rotate out with Teach, right? So we lose the Kuzan, lose Black Hole, we lose Burgess and Augur, Dock, Stage. I'm sure some of the cards stick because of mangas or something, but I know the Tenkos stays, but like aside from that, most of the deck will drop out. So it's not like we'll be able to have a new Blackbeard types leader and use the old cards. The cards also all leave, so we'll get a completely new deck when it does happen. I could have like maybe like expanded or like extended the Teach thingy in particular if Black Yellow Teach came in out in OP 17, but because he's OP 16, he's only 1 block behind Teach. So Teach is the very beginning of set 3, block 3, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, and Black Yellow Teach is at the very end of 4. So he rotates out only 1 rotation after OP9 Teach does. If it was in OP17, then there'd be like 2 years after Mono Teach rotates where there's Black Yellow Teach, and then I could probably plausibly switch to that and still have it be fun. But we'll see what I diversify to and how I, branch into different things to keep, my viewer base. And I'm sure some people will leave, but at the same time, I'm Fancy Munchaks 1? Hell yeah, dude. Get him. Clean, dude. Congrats. Lost the coin toss, still beat Emu. Well played, bro. Well played. Yeah, so I'm sure, you know, my success is partly because I'm good at Blackbeard and what I do in this particular niche, but I'm also successful because of who I am, and I think, you know, like I'm charismatic enough. Uh, I have my sense of being that some people will find bothersome, but others will find entertaining or interesting. And I'm smart enough where I can turn that and other niches into things that people will enjoy. So I could pick a new leader, but I'm like, if I picked a new separate leader, I would, you know, if I enjoyed it as much and was as good, I could probably build a similar thing. But it's of course much nicer if I can carry over my current subscribers and current people that didn't watch my content, and you know, expand instead of starting new. But that's difficult. But I enjoy the whole thing anyways, so I don't know. I look forward to also what you guys think and will want as we get closer to that sort of thing. But that's not really something you guys have to worry about because it's quite far away. It's just me in like the very long term, right? Let's see what people wrote during my rant. Most content is purely gameplay, and the new wave of scalpers don't care. Fuck them, cunts. Compared to say Pokemon, there's a lot less content of just ripping boxes. Yeah, like ripping boxes is degenerate. It's like React content, except even cheaper, like paying. It's basically just it's so garbage. God. Still salty, but isn't the judge supposed to clearly announce this? Announce what? Oh, that the like when overtime starts, you have 5 minutes, and that part should be announced very clearly. But after that, 5 minutes and it's over. Brother, where are your opponents? Dude, I have no fucking clue. Go defeating the Emu. I remember last week you lost to Ace and then Carl also lost. Yeah, that sucked. But maybe this is our day. Monica, you made you have a round before me? I do. I've been waiting on this fucker for 20, 30 minutes. Mm, so I still have to beat him. I hope it's not a no. I thought OP16 was weirdly block 5. No, no, it's not. I know math can be difficult, but it's sets of four sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bro, it's half past midnight. It's like 1:30 for Carl. Yeah, it's exactly 1:30. How do you do this every week? Well, normally I either, you know, die earlier or I, you know, play my matches sooner. And in scenarios where I get this far into the tournament, I'm willing to stay up longer because, you know, I'm getting closer to topping and winning. There's an earnestness to your content that I think can carry it outside of the niche of teach. Yeah, I think so too. I just have to find the right translation of like the fan base I have now, right? And the type of content that they would also be interested in. Your opponent just checked into match 247. Holy shit, finally. Oh, God, I've waited for so long. The real question is when overtime is over, that is called you still get to finish your turn, right? No. It means the game ends on the spot. Well, if you already attacked, like you said, I will attack with this, that attack will go through, but none of the other ones do. So if you declare I will attack and there's like 4 12 costs on your board, it doesn't matter. Like only that attack goes through and you may lose. Oh, hell yeah. We got Moria. We got Moria. We are blessed. We're blessed. This is we can do it. I think we get to play against Munchlax, which would be really cool. Uh, unless he stream snipes me, of course. Uh, Carl, do you want to reveal what store you play locals in? I would love to join you. Uh, huh. Huh. Do I? First of all, do I want to play stage here or Lafitte? He didn't play one cost. I'm not going to turn off on plays. with Lafitte. Like having 3 Dawn is awkward. I'll just play the Lafitte and activate him. Burgess is a solid turn to just play on 4. But I could also grab Doc. But the engine doesn't help. I mean, the engine is nice, but I do have Stage. I don't have Myra. Burgess on 4 will be nice, but I can't swing with it anyways. So maybe just play Doc Q. But it's a good way to use my Dawn, even if I just have to leave it there. But then I don't get to play Stage, and on 6 I kind of want to play Kuzan, so again I don't get to play Stage. Doc. I have Augur. So on 4 I could play Stage and Doc to set up for like, you know, Augur to shoot. It's not a bad it's not a bad setup. I don't know, I'm gonna store my Locusts in. I don't wanna. Like, not me personally. I would perfectly be down for people to come, you know, join, talk to me, whatever. I just in my instant in this head, it just feels like doxing my friends and people I know. Even if realistically, like, um, yeah. So he doesn't have any cards in trash, which means we can go 5 life. If he discard, like, if he counters to put a card in trash, then the hit won't go through. And we'll just play Doc, Caribou, and well, he didn't kill the Lafitte. Oh, I guess because he had the 8k swing, right? Okay, well that's lovely for us. I could grab another Lafitte instead of Doc. Put the black hole up top. Tempest Kick. I guess it's good to know that Tempest Kick is into Tempest Kick. Now I can play Doc to set up, or I can play Lafitte. I will go for the Doc. I need to find a Kuzan. Do I need more than one Doc? Yeah, he might die, and we have a 6 cost anyways. He's at 5, so it's fine if he uses on plays. I will end my salt here and up my teach game. Wonderful. Go for it, champ. Teach is a deck where you where you get to accept that you lost because you made a mistake. And that's a much more satisfying frustration, in my opinion, than losing because there was nothing you could do. You could visit and get my leader signed. I'll happily sign your leader. I sold a dude a signed black hole. I had to send it all the way to Canada. The OP16 cards all have 5 at the bottom though. Really? Okay. Maybe it's just like I just went by consistency. So I thought it would be 4, which it should be. Moria good for you? Fuck, I'm cooked. I would never stream snipe. Yeah, but you're here now, aren't you? But yeah, I mean, our game hasn't started yet. We grab a 10 cost. The game is relatively slow. I'm taking damage, which is annoying, but he hasn't built much of a board. I don't have a... oh, I do have a Kuzan. Okay, all is good. And he, again, didn't kill Lafitte, so that's what we're gonna do. Lafitte, Kuzan, all's good. I guess we'll grab some 2k. I want to grab Myra, but because we're taking good damage, it's more important that we have some counter. Okay, now we have some board. He's been ignoring the Lafitte, and when people ignore the Lafitte once, they tend to just keep ignoring it because it's kind of a sunk cost fallacy. And like, okay, I already ignored it the first time. I'll just leave it now for the rest of the game. And then depending on our, yeah, we have 9 cards in hand, so. Last week I generally had a guy in like his mid-40s make a growl of pure anger when I quietly tap on my leader ability when he went to play Saint Saturn. What a loser. Very understandable though. If you're ever playing like in a bigger city like regionals or treasure cups, would be nice to know and get a signature. I mean, I'm honored. It's a weird achievement in life to have somebody want your signature. Um, Happily, I'll be at the regionals in Bielefeld, I think, and in Utrecht. So if anybody goes there, we can talk, hang out. Uh, that's my favorite thing to do for you. Don't remind people of my leader ability on their turn. Just ominously tap at the token when they go to try and sneak and on-play against me. Yeah, you don't even need to have a token. Um, but yeah, at locals, like, be nice. Great spot right now. Are you winning, son? Yes, I am. I've been asked to sign some people's Red Green Luffy's leaders at some upcoming regionals, but I don't have signature. Neither do I, bro. I just write my name. Fuck it, we ball. OP16 does have block 5. Go, Carl, go. Hey, Mowgli. Oh my god, he just went 12 life. He's going for a very weird aggro situation. I guess he's hoping that he gets bodies from life. Maybe he's just bad at the game. Like leaving me Augur Dog without even playing a body. I guess he's going for like the long run. I don't know. There's no like winning on time because like chess and like better designed timing, we each have our own timer. I'll play 6 costs. Lafitte and Caribou. Go 5 life. There's no on plays that I'm scared of. I guess Hogback. Um, we can get rid of 1 black hole. We have 1 Burgess, which should be enough at the moment. And we can trash him. Then we go 5 life. We Augur Dog the forecast that he gets out if he gets it. Yeah. Get your body. Your card, I mean. Then we do the Lafitte search. Do I just grab another 10 cost? Fuck it. This is how we win this game. We have so many cards in hand, holy shit. The non-stop Lafitte searches. We still have plenty of cards in deck, so we don't have to worry about decking out. We just slowly carry this over the finish line. Triple defeat setup win. I played a game against a Moria player that was running the Thriller Bark stage, and he kept recycling the 1 cost that draws him a card. It was hilarious. And I had 3 Lafitte's, and I just kept drawing 4 cards per turn. It was really fucking funny. I made a video on it. Highly recommend it. Really fun. No spoilers, but I think you might win this game. Tough. Just when I was so uncertain. Biggest hand I've ever seen Teach play. Dude, for real, I've got 9 cards in hand. It's insane. Oh, ores? No, he wasn't playing ores, just the stage. Like the 1 cost, he kept recycling the 1 cost Hogback that draws a card on KO. Normally on play he trashes 5 cards from deck, so if you use it a couple times you deck out. But because he didn't have on plays, he could keep drawing the 1 cost back for 1 Dawn, killing it for leader ability and drawing a card. Was funny. Teach is such a fun deck because it feels like no 2 games play the same. You're not tied to your curve as heavily as decks like Nami. True. You actually have to, like, you can try, but you will just play suboptimally. You'll tunnel on 10 cost Teach and on not Burgesses, or you'll tunnel on the KO engine when it's not needed. And just be inefficient. Okay, so he finally just plays something. He doesn't bother to swing. We will trash bricks. Grab 2Ks and just play 10 costs. Dog trash is nice. Black hole, prevent the triggers. He still doesn't have a hogback in trash. I guess now he actually has a body. So I gotta put some pressure on him, but 10 cost is pressure, so. Damn, he plays the ores. Okay. Oh, he drew ores from Absalom, that's what you meant. Yeah. You watched the game I mentioned, you just wanted to see it again. I mean, very understandable choice. Teaches ace in disguise, apparently. What? What? Or do you just mean because I was planning, because I have a lot of cards in hand and are playing 10 cost cards that 12,000, 10 cost 12,000 attack blockers that have beard in their name? Okay, so it just goes for another high end. Uh-huh. Yeah, this time we do swing. Now we can hope for the trigger. Once he rests these fuckers, like we'll just block. I will actually need to make progress, so 10 we go, teach we go live. Is this exactly the one where he gets the trigger? That's annoying, but hey. The ores. I guess I stunned the boa. Then he has to rest the Moria and I can kill it. The 7,000 swing from ores shouldn't really be a problem. Nine cards in hand, it's insane. Teaches Soge King. No way. Nobody knows who Soge King is. Bro has to be brigged. How did you play that blocker and not trash cards? Me? Caribou? Oh, it's because Teach's leader ability means that our on plays don't activate. So Caribou, while technically not being a Blackbeard Pirates card, is made so that it's only playable by Teach, because any other deck would have to trash 2 cards. I might kill him next turn if I grab out Devon, but we'll see. We free block the smaller swing. We proc the, Kuzan. I guess I'll grab Burgess, huh? Burgess is pretty small. 11 cards in trash ain't shit, because I haven't really had to counter much or lose any bodies. Oh, he killed ores. Oh, he can bring itself back. Interesting. After KOing it with leader ability. That's cool. Probably not worth black holing, but yeah. I think Burgess probably still the best pressure. I could do Devon just for the banish. Force 2Ks from hand. Burgess isn't big enough to swing into Moria. He is big enough to swing into the rested bodies that come out like Perona. So that's actually something to consider. That could be nice. Although I guess I won't have another chance to play Devon. I guess I should have grabbed 5 cost Kuzan then, huh? I'm retarded. I guess if I want to attack with her now. Yeah, no, it's fine actually. All good. I can do Banish if I want to. Okay, so now I should just focus on killing him, right? So he has no blockers. He has 2 cards in hand. We will go. We have so many swings. He's just dead. There's no way he's not dead. We grab a black hole. Like, we put him down to 2. We did go like 7. He could get a more. He only has like 2 left. There's no blockers for like an active trigger, but we do need to avoid getting stunned. We don't need more than 1 black hole. I guess having 2 things to kill is good. Um, and basically I'll do like 7 now. He has to take the hit. And then I'll do like 9 double attack Devon. Um, I could even do 11. I think I just do 11. I can guarantee. Oh no, he got the trigger. Okay. We just kill him. He can only get to 9, so. I guess he could have the counter event. But even then, I have enough swings, so he's just dead. He finally got his hog back. What's he gonna replace? Sorry, bro. Searches are off. Alright, let's see if Caribou can do it. Caribou the champ. Boys, we have done it. We get to play against Fancy Munchlax. He's cooked? Yeah, he's cooked. He was indeed cooked. Alright. That means we are up against Fancy Munchlax. I will trust, in case you're still in the stream, that you do not stream snipe me. Oh dear Munchlax. Good luck, have fun, kind. I've left stream. Thank you. He said that in the lobby between contestants. Well played. I don't know what the Mori was thinking. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough matchup to win. Oh, we won the coin toss. We are happy with that hand. One against Roger with Lafitte just for the lols during Pirates Party. It's always funny. I think in the match against Moria where I had like 10 cards in hand, ready to watch me get a fight. Yeah, bro. I'm glad he's accepted his role here. Sometimes you just have to be the victim. Dog is worth considering. I'll keep him just for options. Does he have something that could kill it? Not really. Pass. Want to get, yeah, like in the game against Moria, like I attached all my 10 Dawn to Caribou to go into his life, right? And then I just swung with Teach anyways after attaching them. Finals or semi right now? I think it's quarters. Yeah, quarters. So I have the Augur. I don't want to play him. I need a play though, and there's my play. Go 5 life. Maybe he forgets he has leader ability, you know? 5 is still fine. We're on curve. I guess we all like had the Lafitte Doc combo, if nothing else. Sanji. They always have Sanji, bro. Why do they always have Sanji? On curve as well. Such a pain in the ass card. We can't really ever kill it. So kind of tough. I'm on even curve. The game is going peacefully. Like, if I didn't have a Teach, I would obviously take Teach. Do I need a second one? Like, my era would just be nice to buff up, like, when we play on 8 Dawn, you know, just to get the Burgesses bigger, but... we actually need to start using leader ability now. I guess I don't want to give up Lafitte, so I kind of have to give up Caribou. I'll take a hit next round. Do I have to take 2? Going down to 2 life would suck. Oh, never mind, I have the Kuzan, so I'll be fine. I'll take 1 hit, go down to 3. Kikunojo trigger range, I guess, but he's not a yellow deck, so, you know. The 10 cost shutting off his leader ability here is brutal. Yeah, the matchup is incredibly favored for us. We don't swing anymore here, of course. Leave it be. How do you know when to go for KO or B&B? Like deck list wise? Or when you say go for KO, like going for game? Like based on your wording, I'm guessing you mean deck list, or do you mean playstyle in the deck? Your question is a bit too vague, sorry. I don't have a 5 cost in trash actually. I don't have a Kuzan. I don't have a target that I want to bring back with the 6 cost, so I'm just gonna get the free block in. Mm. If you're talking about once you're in game, then I mean usually it's just there's matchups where you go for B and matchups where you go for the engine. And mostly it's just you gotta know which ones are which. Usually the criteria are like, does he have good one costs to play? You know, does the deck have like nice one costs and 4 costs we want to shoot? How important is it to set up Burgesses? You know, so I could do Myra or I could do Lafitte. Lafitte just has a bigger search range, but gets less trash, but I don't... I'll be playing 10 costs anyway, so I won't be able to reactivate Lafitte, so I doubt he's gonna swing into it. So it's just... Yeah, like the extra Dawn in my hand makes no difference, because I can't swing anyways, and I have nothing to play. Not gonna play the Lafitte. So I guess the question to me is just, do I want a bigger search or a bigger trash? And I think the answer is a bigger trash, to be honest. There's nothing that I'm looking for. I'm gonna trash whatever I find, so. Grab strong as a 2k. Putting Devon in the trash. Mm. You know, swinging makes no difference, so. Playstyle in the deck against others with the KO decklist. Yeah, yeah. I guess the main thing is like, how many like nice targets do you have? You know, like for example here, right? He has 5 costs that I can't really kill cleanly. And then also like how important is Burgess? Because even if the engine is useful, if the Burgesses are just crucial, then that's what you gotta focus on. Still don't have a fucking... I don't think he can wait. Like, he doesn't want to kill, you know, proc Kuzans, but at the same time, like... Augur or Devon? I guess Devon. What's he got for 8? A whiteboard. Annoying. Take the 5 cost because we need to actually have it in trash. It's funny because he won't. Because he has no leader ability. Do I swing with Devon? I can force a 2k. That's nice. He still has a lot of life, sadly. Okay, not as much anymore, I guess. I can't. Swinging into the 7k is pointless. I get a 2k, but then Devon is rested. And then I have to def Devon. Which is a pain. I'll just wait with her. Turn her into a blocker and pass. Also, if she's rested, like, we're more vulnerable to, like, stun strategies. I need to drink some water. I'm talking non-stop. So let's start thinking ahead. I love drinking water, fellow human. Exactly. Like the Facebook owner dude. Now then, what can he go for? So he could play something like Roger, which would be annoying. Just as a massive body. But I do get to stun it. He has quite a few swings. Obviously he's not using Nami, but you know, he has bodies and I can't really like swing into them because leader ability protects them and I don't have enough like wide swings. If I block now, he could do like 8-8 or something. So I think I have to take one. Black hole draw isn't too bad. I can use it to like remove Nami or something. But when going for game, I think that's probably still the better option. We don't have another Burgess. He has to be careful because he knows like I do have like even if Kuzan and Devon aren't the greatest attacking threats, um, they are swings. So I guess we give up Kuzan here. We picked up a 5 cost from the earlier search just to put him in the trash so we'd have him as a target. Even if, of course, Burgess would have been much nicer. The Luna, okay. That's annoying, but he isn't Mihawk, so it's not for free. Still annoying. He has Dawn again. I'll activate Kuzan. Don't really have anything to grab with it. Just Augur. Sure, I'll get my leader this turn. Maybe. Like there is the temptation to do Black Hole onto the Nami, and just like swing double attack life and try to kill him. But he has Dawn open, so these alone put him out of range of Devon, sadly. And he still even has, you know, cards in hand. I just have to make sure I don't die. Kuzan will draw me a card, which is nice. I won't be doing anything else, so I can just activate it now. There's the Burgess. Too fucking late, dog. So we 10 cost. We stun probably a Sanji. We swing life, I think. So we stun the Sanji. He then has 4 swings. We'll have if I leave Devon up, I'm always stunning Sanji though. We'll see how he reacts to the 5 life. If he takes it, he's probably playing towards Roger. I guess he could have Deadman's Game, huh? Then if I swing with these, he can rest the others and kill me. Watch Luna trigger now. That would be funny. I just came here to see Fancy lose. Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem. The Dead Man's Game. Now, if I don't swing and he plays Dead Man's Game, I have one blocker left. Presumably the Devon. Um, and then after Dead Man's Game, he has 6 Dawn left. And then he would have 4 swings, and I would need to counter out of 1. 2 of them are base 5Ks, and then 2 base 7Ks. So I'd need to go to 7. So I could do like 7, 7, 8, 8. If he has Dead Man's Game, and I don't swing. Dead Man's Game would still be a problem, because the teachers get rested. I have to block with Devon. So Devon dies. And we go down to 0 life and lose most of our hand. But that does spend his turn. So if we survive, he does get like 4 mana back at the end, so he'll still have a whole bunch for leader ability. Do I lose the Dead Man's Game if I don't swing? Not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that I would die. I probably wouldn't die, actually, if I trash the brick. If I swing with one of them, teach presumably, then I would definitely, if he has Dead Man's Game, then I would definitely die. So if I want to play around Dead Man's Game, then I need to trash Black Hole. We still have others, so we might find one anyways. We really got fucked over having no better target than Augur and Devon with our 2 6-cost Kuzans. Only now do we find Burgess. Anyway, so if we wait and we don't kill him this turn, then next turn we have... Did we trash a 10 cost? We didn't. So next turn we would have 6 swings. He currently has 1 blocker and 2 life, which would mean he needs a counter out of 3 swings. The Burgess and Teach swings would be the one he deals with, so he'd need to counter out of some swings. That's very reasonable for him to do, to be honest. With this alone... with the Dawn alone, he can counter out of a lot of things. I guess I have the Devon swing, so I can kind of force things a bit differently, but I do need to actually black hole like the Nami and make sure he has no blockers. I guess there's also the aspect where if I swing with Teach, he just blocks with Nami. Because he wants to play something. He could just swing a whole bunch. If he has the stun event, that would be really awkward. If he has it again... What are my chances of killing him? Like if I kill the Nami now by swinging, or, you know, doing 1 damage, whichever, then my chances of killing him obviously go up. But my chances of death, if he has Dead Man's Game, go to 100%. But if he has Dead Man's Game... If he has Dead Man's Game... if I black hole the Nami and I go 12 life, he uses his 4 Dawn to counter that. Now he has 2 life, and I have these 2 swings that needs a tank, and I've uh, the Nami is a problem. There's not really, yeah, like if we don't make progress now, even if he doesn't make defensive progress, even if we black hole Nami, we go try of life, he goes 7, 9, 11, 13. Then we have these 4 swings. These can get dropped by 2Ks, and Burgess would require 2Ks, but that's only if he doesn't like freeze it again. And then even then, he could leave extra dawn open or have counter events. So I think we can't kill him if we don't make progress here. We can't really go for board either. And even if we live, even like I might still die if I you know, wait through Deadman's Game. If he doesn't have Deadman's Game, fine. So I kind of need to do I then keep the black hole? I guess I'll wait till he uses the blocker or not. Okay, so it gives up the Nami, which means we can trash the black hole. And pass. We died to Deadman's Game, but we would have died to Deadman's Game anyways. Or not necessarily died, but the thing is like, if this is active, right, and he has Deadman's Game, and he rests the 2 teaches, and now he has these swings, right? And I would need to counter out of one of them. No, yeah, like I can tank these 3 and then I would need to counter out of one. And he can go to like 7, 7, 8, 8, right? So even if I get a 1k and I counter out of the 7, or I get a 2k here and I counter out of the 8, what now? Like, so he'd still have this Nami, he'd have like 4 or 5 Dawn active. And the Devon is dead. So I'd have these, but he'd probably be able to live, is what I'm saying. If he has like any events, if he has like the spike thingy, for example. I just wouldn't be able to make progress. I think I have to counter. He's trying to not give me the free block on Devon. I see, I see. He can attach Dawn. Can he kill Teach and Burgess? 5 and then 2. So yes, he can. So I need to actually tank a hit. Doc is not bad. There's no rusher with unblockable or anything, so we just take this. Uzan is useless. Nami, another blocker. Oh, fuck yeah, Luna. Okay, we need black hole. That's not black hole. If I start with Teach. Oh, I can just replace the thingy. I'll replace the augur himself. This can put him to 13. And then he has to drop another 2k. Dao could snipe the Nami. Yeah, I know. Okay, nice, he has to take it. Come on. Use all the Dawn, go up to 13. 7, 9, 11, 13. I guess if he has events, maybe. Shit, that's really bad. That puts him to 11. That's enough. Yeah, that's enough. He wins. Okay. That's unfortunate. Like Charleston is basically a like one card 4k. That's even more because it's 3 Dawn. So it's like a one card 6k. That is so sad. If I had won, I'd be top 4. That is so fucking sad. What screwed us most this game was just he got a like he got a Charleston from the from the double attack. Otherwise he would have already used it. Him having the stun twice also was a pain because otherwise we'd have Burgess and just killed him. What mostly screwed us was just we had 2 6-cost blocker Kuzans to grab like Burgesses and Kuzans, but like 5 costs, but we didn't have them. So I had to grab a Devon, which just had so much less pressure than a Burgess would, and also the fact that he had like 3 Sanjis like back to back in turn with Usopp and double blocker Nami. So that also hurt. Was that is very unfortunate. So sad. So sad. That event is so crazy custom for this deck, true. Like it's so trash in anything else, and then in red purple, it's like it's just nuts. Discard 1 for 10k. Yeah, so it's like what? So you use 1 card, and you get rid of a brick. So for 1 card, you get 1 Dawn back, right? And 1 Dawn is a 2k. So you get a 4k plus another 2k from the free Dawn you activate. It's nuts. We had nothing to play off the 6 as most games had. Yeah, that really fucked us. No targets for Kuzans was bad. Why didn't you just counter out of the double attack? He should have had 1 event or the Laboon already in hand, no? I'm guessing he had 1 event. He might have already had 2 and just, baited me. But he did, like, barely make it out, so. He's in the chat. Phantom on GG's king. I had double Chow before double. I don't know why is took. What? I had double. The fuck? Double Chow? What is it? Or Charleston, I'm guessing you mean. You had double Charleston before double attack. I don't know why. Oh, why I took. Okay. Oh, maybe just for bait, you know? You were safe if you just counter the double attack. Yeah. I think he was guaranteed to survive, right? Was he? I mean, a 5 countering out a 12 2Ks is wild. Just turning those into like 6,000 counter each is nuts, and the ability to just get like free 2K counters with it by going back to life. The event really is custom made for Luffy. There's nothing else I could have done. I played it well. Using the dock with Augur was fun. Yeah, he got a really wide board and we didn't have a target, so we didn't have the tempo. One Charleston I think I would have been able to beat. It was 14k, so I guess with one Charleston, no, he would have been able to get out of that. Yeah, yeah. Same for Green Nami, insanely strong in this deck and almost useless in any other. If you counter the double, then you have to get out of a single 5k attack, true. But I guess Fancy just did it for content. I mean, the content would be me fucking winning, bro. A true fan would have thrown the games that they can get into, the semis. But to be fair, since there's an actual prize on the line, it's understandable that he just went for the win. Tragic. Things lined up like perfectly for his favor. Let's hope that he wins the tournament. Isn't Red Green Luffy unfavored in this match? Yeah, definitely. We usually do very well against Red Green Luffy, but we had 2 6 costs and we were able to get nothing really out of them, so we didn't get tempo. So he didn't really pressure his life early on, so he was pretty healthy. And he had the 5 cost Sanji, which is like the best card against us, because it's like 5 cost means we can't really shoot it very well. 7k swing every turn, and he gets free Dawn at the end of it, meaning he gets to play those bodies and always have Dawn for leader ability, and then he can just go wide. And we can't ever kill it because if we swing into it, he can just use leader ability. So it just worked out perfectly for him, and he had like double Charleston at the end to survive. That's so unfortunate. In the yeah, that was the quarterfinals. If it won that, we'd get the free Patreon. You know, we're not in the top 4 technically, so we're in the top 8. So I'm just gonna say top 5 because I guess it depends. If Munchlax wins, then I'll be able to say top 5 because you know. Rockstar, Sag, yeah. Yeah, well, Rockstar, I got top 8. You only got top 16. You know. That is an unfortunate end, but at the same time, uh, we got good matchups. We didn't have to play against a single Panel. We also didn't play against Nami. We had a pretty diverse array of matchups. And we never really bricked too hard. It was basically like the draws were fine in generally in the matches. The matchups were good. I would say we had favored matchups this time around. Even the Red Green Luffy we just lost to, we usually win. Moria is usually a win. Lucy is usually a win. So close. So close. I'll save my true luck for the regionals, but it was still a good tournament. Thanks to you guys for watching it. It was good content. Sometimes we did just have to wait a while for our opponent to finally show the fuck up. But that's just how it is. I think top 5 is not enough to get any prize. Wonder if I think it's just top 4, so we're just 1 out. Where Where is it? Top 4, yeah. 1 month free trial for Yonko on Patreon. I get top scene, I guess, qualify for the Season 9 Championship tournament. So at least there's that, but I think we got that before in this set. Do I still play? No. Well played. I hope Fancy loses for not giving you the game. I hope he wins. We had a good matchup. We had a reasonable game. It's not like we low rolled or anything. It's just he high rolled and we were missing that one crucial 6-cost target, and that lost us too much tempo. So I hope he does well. We wish suffering upon our enemies as teach, but that's for degenerate enemies that play yellow slop or purple Anel. Shit like that. Red green Luffy. To be fair, it also runs the stun events, which is green slop, but other than that, it's fine. So I shall now slowly dip. Oh wow, we had more than 100 viewers at peak viewership. That's cool. So I think there's nothing really else. So I will be heading out, cutting out the stream in a couple minutes. Say your goodbyes. Again, thanks for watching. If I have the energy, I will turn it into an actual video to upload on YouTube. Because while technically people could watch the stream, most people don't click over to live stream and then click on the 4-hour video. So compiling it is a good idea. By the way, for which, if one of you would be kind enough to timestamp the video for me, just like send me the list of timestamps of when each game started and ended, that would make my job a lot easier. You'll get a free shout out and kiss on the cheek. It is 2:30 a.m. for me, so it is time to close and go to sleep. But it was a fun tournament. We had some good games. We got pretty far. Top 8 is nice. Top 8 is good enough to include as a YouTube title. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video, Discord, etc., etc. For those who aren't on the Discord yet. Sleep well, and yeah, thanks once more. Bye bye.